Hey guys, that one Lily Weep here, and thank you guys so much for liking the last video and leaving your comments down below. I just wanted to say it means so much to me that you guys appreciated the video. I was surprised to get some of the feedback I did, and today I have for you another Bakugou X-Reader fanfiction because I know you guys liked that last one. This one is called Attention, and it's a jealous Bakugou. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. It is by, oh gosh, call me Mrs. Bakugou. Oh my gosh, yes, on Tumblr. I really hope you enjoy this. It's it's a really cool fanfiction. I just loved it. Anyways, enjoy the video. You quirk your brow as you hear a distant explosion and Kirishima's complaint.
Dude, what the hell? This is just training. You're so intense.
The redhead scowls at Bakugou as he unhardens his skin after taking the blow. Bakugou actually hadn't meant to let out that big of an explosion, but when he saw you laugh at whatever that stupid thing the icy hot bastard said, poor Kirishima suffered the consequences. He growls when you finally turn to look his way, glaring at you, then back at Kirishima. Man up. It was just a little explosion, you pussy, he mutters, pushing past him to grab his strengthened bench. Bakugou had been trying to get your attention for a week now, from simple gestures like handing you a bottle of water after training, to even sitting next to you during lunches and dinners at the dorm. But you were so oblivious as ever. But what gets him the most is that other people like Deku or Todoroki could get you smiling or laughing, but not him. Bakugou is starting to regret realizing he has grown feelings for you, and you felt even more ridiculous for trying to get your attention like some lovesick boy. This isn't like him, damn it. He's not going to just sit back and let those extras get your fucking attention. Looks like Hachan is back at it again. Midoriya frowns, looking at his brooding childhood friend who is currently seething by the benches. He had been so calm and nice lately, I thought it was too good to be true. You sigh and scratch the back of your neck. Yeah, he's been so sweet lately, too. He even offered to help me studying for the upcoming exams. You sigh, staring at Bakugou worriedly. You never know with Bakugou, I guess. Todoroki shrugs and then pats your arm. Should we get back to training, your name? He asks. You tore your gaze from the angry blonde and then nodded at Todoroki, getting into a fighting stance. Yeah, sure. You both nod at Eraserhead to let him know you're ready to start the match, when Bakugou suddenly rose from the bench. Hey, Icy Hot, spar with me, he yells, making the lot of you turn to him in surprise. Todoroki turns to Bakugou, then back at you. Sure, if your name doesn't mind. You stare anxiously at Bakugou as you lowered your fists to your sides. Bakugou looks calm, but there is a fire behind those crimson eyes. I guess? Todoroki and I have been training for a while. You shrug. Exactly, Bakugou thinks to himself, nostrils flaring. He hops into the arena to join you and Todoroki while you walk to the side to join your other classmates. Alright, you both know the drill, Aizawa Sensei says tiredly, repeating the same rules he says to any pair before sparring. Use of quirks are allowed. No cheap shots. When one taps out, that ends the match. Bakugou smirks as he takes his stance, and Todoroki does the same, watching him carefully. Don't you hold back on me now, daddy's boy, he says, intentionally provoking his classmate. Todoroki glares back, activating his quirk on his left side. You want me to use my fire on you? Fine. Just don't regret it, Bakugou. He says, voice dangerously low. Why Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Midoriya whispers beside you. You sigh weirdly and hope this wouldn't end with anybody being sent to Recovery Girl. Alright now, play nice. Aizawa rolls his eyes and signals for the match to start. Bakugou grins widely at the fact that for once, this fucking icy hat decides to use his full quirk on a match against him. You are at the edge of your seat as the two of the most capable students in 1A fight over each other. Hell, everyone was at this point. You winced as Todoroki let out a giant ice wall that almost captured Bakugou. Sensei, this is getting a little out of hand, Momo says worriedly, eyeing the blasts and fire frosts now covering the gym. You let out an exasperated breath. Finally, someone says it. You threw your hand up in exasperation, but as you all looked up at Aizawa-sensei expectantly, you all noticed how bright his eyes looked. He is completely engaged in the match in front of him. The ground shakes when Bakugou suddenly lets out a huge explosion, hurtling himself in lightning speed towards Todoroki. He landed on Todoroki's back and pinned him to the ground. Tap out, nerd. I fucking win. Bakugou says breathlessly with a triumphant grin. Todoroki risked a glance back at the angry blonde, pinning him down, and found Bakugou looking right at you. Todoroki grins while he found you looking right at him instead of Bakugou. Todoroki knew Bakugou likes you. Bakugou thought he's been so discreet about it, but Todoroki completely read through his act. You sure about that? Looks like even if you won, your name's eyes are still on me. So I guess I win. Todoroki smirks. Bakugou's head snapped back so fast at the boy beneath him as his annoyance shoots through the roof. The fuck did you say, jerkwad? He growls, his other hand popping uncontrollably. Todoroki took advantage of his rage-driven distraction and escaped from his hold, getting up back on his feet. Dude, Bakugou looks angrier than ever. I wonder what Todoroki said to get him so riled up. Kaminari says, his eyes widening as he tries to catch the two who were attacking one another in a pace that was barely visible to the naked eye. I have a hunch. Kirishima follows as he risks a glance at you, who are gripping the railings, watching intently with a worried look on your face. Come on, Bakugou. We both know that you only asked him to spar with me because you wanted to impress your name. Todoroki grins when he was able to hook an arm around Bakugou's neck. Bakugou gracefully slipped out of the arm lock and aimed an explosion on Todoroki. Shut up! He yells. Your heart couldn't take it anymore. You ran towards Eraserhead and tugged at his sleeve. Sensei, please! They've been at it for some time. The gym is completely wrecked. You tried to reason. Aizawa unwillingly turns away from the fight to look at you. It would be a crime to stop a match this good. Look at them. I've never seen them both use their quirks this way. Neither one of them is holding back. The ebony-haired man turns back to the match and merely grins. And don't worry about the wreckage. That's why we have Cementos for. I'm going to blow that smug look off your face, damn bastard! Bakugou shrieks as he charges back at Todoroki. Bring it, hothead! Todoroki yells back, much to everyone's surprise. Both of them were conjuring an attack on their hands as they charged towards each other. Only then did Aizawa realize that if they met with that much force, it is gonna end badly, and someone is definitely gonna get hurt. Right, he sighs and regrettably rises from his seat. Enough, both of you, Aizawa announces, disabling both boys' quirks as they jump towards one another. The two fell on the ground with a thump, both groaning in pain as they struggled to get up. The entire class chorused a sigh of relief.
What the hell were you two thinking? What were you trying to do, huh? Kill each other?
You yell from the side and immediately regretted it because he sounded like just like their mom or something. Well, I was only trying to break a bone or two, Bakugou says playfully as he gets up, dusting his uniform off. Todoroki groans, still lying on the ground. I think you did. Well, Aizawa-sensei, technically. He mutters, cradling the hand he used to break his fall. Shit. Aizawa-sensei says under his breath as he jogs over to Shoto. Yup, that's broken, alright. Midoriya says with a nod, pursing his lips. Eaters rolls his eyes at this as he helps Todoroki sit up by saying, Of course you'd know, wimp. Bakugou mutters under his breath as he watches the class crowd around his injured classmate. You're probably over there amongst the worried herd, too, since that icy-hot bastard is one of your closest friends. He hopped off the arena and headed to the lockers, disappointment written on his face. Why the fuck did I even bother with her? He mutters aloud, slamming his locker close. With who? Bakugou almost had a heart attack when your voice suddenly echoes through the empty locker room. You scared the shit out of me, idiot. He yells at you. You're not supposed to be here. You blushed when you realized he was half naked. Sorry, I just wanted to see if you were okay. You squeaked, averting your eyes as you let him pull on a clean shirt. Bakugou watches you blush and fidget nervously. He couldn't believe you actually were here to check on him. You can look now, he says quietly. He walked over and bit your lip, sheepishly handing him over a bottle of water like he had done with you for the past few days. You okay? You ask as you sit beside him on the bench. Bakugou takes a deep breath in, blushing slightly as he takes the water bottle. Yeah, I'm good. You frowned at him and touched his cheek. You're bruised. Bakugou sputtered at the sudden contact, coughing wildly to keep the water from entering his lungs. What are you doing? He asks, voice trembling as he tries to pull away from you. Look at you. You're covered in cuts and bruises, you say disapprovingly, while holding him in place, your fingers gently tracing over the little scrapes on his face. Here, give me that, you mutter, taking the ice-cold, now half-drinking water bottle and pressed it on the bruise. Bakugou swore his heart skipped a beat. He couldn't find it in him to look or pull away from you. If anything, he wanted to lean in closer to your touch. It was just a training match, you idiot. Why were you coming at each other so hard like that? You mutter. Bakugou was about to pull away from your touch to say some shit about going all out or nothing when the next thing you said rendered him speechless. When you used your Hellweiser impact, I saw your arm start to shake. I got so worried about you. You frown. Bakugou himself even didn't notice that. But you did. You were looking at him. Does it have to be this way? Or do I have to get hurt to get your attention? Bakugou blurts out without even thinking about it. You both froze in shock. You blinked up at him, at his words sink in. Much to Bakugou's surprise, you glare at him and hit his arm. So you mean you challenged Shoto to get my attention? You asked in disbelief, anger bubbling in your chest. Ow! Stop hitting me, you dumbass! But you didn't. You hit him with the water bottle everywhere. His head, his arm, his shoulder. You're the dumbass, Bakugou Katsuki.
If you wanted to ask me out, fucking do so. Don't go out there trying to murder my friend or hurting yourself. Bakugou's eyes widened. He then grabs your wrists, stopping you all at once. Oh, will you go out with me? He asked, his bright eyes hopeful. You feel the blood rush to your cheeks as a face-splitting grin stretches to your lips. Idiot, you say mockingly. Answer the damn question. You interrupt him by crashing your lips into his. Bakugou's eyes went wide in shock as he looks down at you. You giggle against the kiss, taking advantage of his current state, and pull your wrists free from his hold to wrap your arms around his neck. Bakugou's eyes fell closed as he let you lead, his trembling hands snaking around your back. A sigh escapes you as Bakugou finally melts into the kiss. He was clearly inexperienced at this, but he makes up for it with determination. The kiss was gentle, sweet, a stark contrast of what you would expect from him, but it made your head swim and your heart beat frantic and erratically. Despite having gone through training, he smelled heavenly, and he tastes so sweet, like vanilla and caramel. You had to pull away to grasp for breath, but he leaned your forehead against his. Does that answer your question? You ask breathlessly, meeting his hazy gaze. Bakugou smiles back lazily, leaning forward to get a peck from your lips. No. He chuckles. Run me by that again, will you? And of course, you gladly complied.
Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave comments down below of what you want to hear next, and subscribe, I suppose, if you like this sort of stuff. Anyways, have a good day, night / afternoon. And that icy hot is one of your best friends.
The friends. Ow, my legs.
Come on, Bakugou. My Yahoo account settings are out of date. What the hell were you?
I can't talk much.
Todoroki smirks. Bakugou's head snapped back. I said snacked back. Wow, the snack that smiles back. Bakugou.